When Neyo's wife, Crystal Renay, filed for divorce in August 2022, no one was really surprised. The R&B singer has a history of being a hot, stinking mess as it pertains to his relationships. However, no one was prepared to hear the real reason Crystal was ending things after 6 years of marriage. Neyo was out there in those streets giving his sexy love to multiple women. Now that's just nasty. And after shooting the club up, one of those women got pregnant. Twice. Since then, his side chick has made some crazy allegations about his current headspace and how he chooses to live his life. If you hate it when we get our karaoke on, we're gonna keep on singing. And it's all because of you. All because of you. But for the rest of y'all, don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of beef and bacon jerky, toasted corn nuts, and green apple licorice. So let's backtrack a bit. Crystal filed for divorce back in 2020, but later withdrew her petition.
I love my manager Tango because he's the kind of person that is not going to sugarcoat anything. And in the heat of me and the wife talking about divorce, he simply says to me, well, do you still want to be married? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, quit cheating. That's it.
That part.
What else you want? And I'm like, all right, thanks, Tango. Appreciate it. You know what I mean?
She and Neyo celebrated their love in 2022 in Vegas with a second wedding. But that same year, they decided to separate. On July 30th, 2022, she took to her Instagram to accuse Neyo of being unfaithful. He didn't have just one little slip-up, though. Crystal accused him of knocking down several women during the 8 years she had known him, which included their dating relationship and their marriage. In her since-deleted post, she wrote, 8 years of unknowingly sharing my life and my husband with numerous women who sell their bodies to him unprotected, every last one of them. Damn, what the hell? She went on to say Neyo asked her to stay in the marriage and accept the fact that he was going to dip his dangalang wherever he wanted. Crystal said she was heartbroken and disgusted, and she called Neyo's request absolutely insane. I know that's right. At the end of her post, she wrote, I choose me. I choose my happiness and health and my respect. Now, why would someone like Neyo have to pay for the pooty cat? Well, psychologists from international advocacy groups sat down with 700 men in several countries to find out why they didn't think twice about paying for those kinds of services. One man said, no big deal. It's just like getting a beer. Respectfully, no, it's not. The most common reasons were revealed to be pure lust, dissatisfaction in their relationships, and the desire to have fun without an emotional connection or commitment. Unfortunately, we're unsure which of these reasons apply to Neyo. So anyway, Crystal was so sick of all the drama. She told Neyo to get to stepping and filed for divorce a couple of weeks after she called him out for cheating. Her divorce documents included the bombshell that he had fathered a child with a woman named Sade Bagnerise. The baby was named Brayden Bagnerise. Here at RRG, we can usually find out anything about anyone. But when it comes to Sade, we came up short for the most part. What we do know is that she's a twin, and she lived in California for most of her life. She once ran in the same circles as Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend, Karrueche Tran. She moved out to Atlanta and became popular for clapping her cheeks at Atlanta's gentlemen's clubs. Prior to Neyo, she was linked to athletes Richard Sherman and Andre Drummond. As the blogs went crazy with the new allegations involving Neyo and his community sausage, another one of his alleged side pieces entered the chat. Welcome to the chat. A woman who goes by the name Pure Dominican took to her Instagram to claim she was in a 4-way relationship with Neyo and 3 of his alleged mistresses. I know you're lying. In a picture posted to her Instagram story, she professed her undying love for Neyo and told her followers how he took good care of her and her babies. Now, wait a minute now. Not Neyo out here fathering babies and taking care of random women's cheering, too? Well, ain't you just the pappy of the year? Anyway, the woman went on a tangent and said she used to dream about kissing Neyo's big, beautiful lips ever since she was a little girl. and she was happy to be with the man she had been in love with for so long. Aww. Neyo didn't address the woman's accusations at all. A month after Crystal filed for divorce, rumors began to circulate that Sade was pregnant with baby number 2. Oh, hell no. But at the time, no one was sure if Neyo was the pappy. Neyo had other things to focus on, though. He told the court that because Crystal aired him out for being a cheater pumpkin eater, he lost $400,000 worth of deals associated with public appearances, professional bookings, and promotional efforts. You want some cheese with that wine? In February 2023, Neyo was ordered to pay Crystal a lump sum of $1.6 million. He also gave her the deed to one of their Georgia homes and $20,000 in moving expenses. She was awarded $12,000 per month in child support for their 3 children and an additional $5,000 in monthly alimony for the next 3 years. Sade finally confirmed her second pregnancy and expressed remorse for conceiving both children while Neyo was still married to Crystal. Days after their divorce was finalized, Sade took to her Instagram to share that she was coming to terms with the delicate circumstances she was under. Who? The side chick? She gave birth to Neyo's 7th child, a healthy baby boy named Brixton Smith, in March 2023. Shortly after the child was born, Sade was taken into custody and charged with cruelty to children after she allegedly helped her son from a previous relationship fight another child at a bus stop. According to Radar Online, a woman named Veronica Madison claimed Sade and Sade's son drove to the bus stop, hid behind some bushes, and then attacked her son after he exited the school bus. No, her grown ass didn't. Eyewitnesses and camera footage captured Sade allegedly punching Veronica's son as Sade's child also fought him. In her petition, Veronica stated Sade also sprayed her son with pepper spray. After eyewitnesses notified the police, Sade and her son fled the scene. Since the alleged incident, Veronica claimed Sade's son continued to make verbal threats via social media and even threatened to take her son's life. And apparently, this is the 3rd altercation Sade's son has had with Veronica's son. Sade was apprehended and got locked up at Fulton County Jail. She is currently facing some serious first-degree charges. Her son also received juvenile charges. Dang, dog. Sade out in them streets being a hood rat. You know what? Never mind. Veronica has moved forward with obtaining a restraining order. Sade has since been released, and she told Radar Online that her son was actually the victim, and she got involved to help him and protect him. She added, "As a law-abiding citizen, I am fully committed to cooperating with the legal authorities and providing all necessary information to ensure a fair and just resolution." You should have fairly stayed out of children's business. With that case still pending, it appeared that Neyo had moved on with Sade and their new family. In April 2023, they were spotted winding and grinding up on the floor. And Neyo surprised her with a bunch of expensive presents. And then, on another night out, she uploaded photos and videos of Neyo performing at a club. In the caption, she referred to him as her sexy baby daddy. Okay. In an additional video, Neyo can be seen flicking his juicy tongue at the camera. But if Sade thought Neyo was about to turn her into his main chick, she was dead wrong. Cause this ninja. TMZ caught up with the singer on April 27th, 2023, and he announced he was happily single. You feel dumb as hell, don't you? Despite being a father of 7 children by 3 women, Neyo said his DMs were flooded with thirsty women who wanted to get closer to him. He stated he wasn't really interested in dating celebrities because most of them were weirdos, just like him. At least he know. So he was looking for a regular, degular, schmegular girl to cheat on. Oops, we mean, to get into a relationship with. After that interview, the dynamics between him and Sade flipped a bit. In May 2023, he filed legal documents to establish the parentage of their youngest child. He also asked that the eldest son be given his last name, and he wanted the children he shared with Sade to be able to inherit from him as if they were born in wedlock. In other words, Neyo was attempting to do the right thing and ensure the children were covered in case something happened to him. When the Shade Room posted the update about his court filing, Neyo took to the comments section to ponder why they turned his personal business into a news story. He added, "We had kids. We're not together. I'ma support my kids like any other baby daddy with any kind of care for the well-being of his kids." Okay, killer, calm down. He then went on to call the Shade Room thirsty and said all his kids were healthy, beautiful, well taken care of, and he had zero beef with the mothers of his children. A few days later, Sade posted a DNA test of the youngest child, which showed that Neyo was indeed the father. Then in June 2023, she responded to his court filing by requesting primary custody and immediate child support. Expeditiously. Additionally, she wanted Neyo to reimburse her for a fair portion of any medical, educational, insurance, or other expenses. As much as Neyo tried to keep his personal business away from the blogs, Sade couldn't stop telling all their little business on social media. In a June 2023 Instagram post, she opened up about the role she played in Neyo's divorce. She stated she privately apologized profusely to Crystal. Girl, bye. She went on to describe Crystal as being confused, broken, betrayed, and misunderstood. Sade added, "She is hurting and healing, and as hard as Neyo tries to play tough guy, he knows he's hurting deep down inside too." She said Neyo needed help in the form of love and support from his fans. Although he had been physically, emotionally, and financially responsible for their children, she believed the singer, who will turn 44 in 2023, was going through a midlife crisis. She stated, "He won't listen to the few of us who keep trying to help him with accountability and his addictions." What kind of addictions, you ask? Well, according to Sade, Neyo was hanging out with the wrong crowd who supported his erratic and embarrassing behavior, as well as his addiction to intimacy. Say what now? Apparently, Sade didn't bother to read the book his ex Monyetta Shaw wrote, which we've linked in the description box. Monyetta, who shares 2 children with Neyo, has been telling us for years that he was a little freaky-deaky behind the scenes. Monyetta revealed that in order to gain control of his constant cheating during the time she was with him, she gave him a pass as long as he told her up front and used protection. Despite basically having an open relationship, Monyetta alleged that Neyo continued lying and playing games behind her back. In an act of desperation, she agreed to invite a third party into their bedroom several times. In a 2023 interview, Monyetta said it got to the point that Neyo wanted to have 3-way action every single day. Now, what the hell is wrong with him? She also had her fallopian tubes burned after he suggested that they were done having children, only for him to break up with her and father 5 more children with other women. Some of my bitch. So yeah, Sade wasn't telling us anything most of us didn't already know. But it appears that maybe Neyo's addiction to boot knocking has gotten worse. As of this video, Neyo and Sade have been ordered to attend mediation in September 2023 to settle their child custody and child support issues. Meanwhile, Neyo is trying to convince the world that he, Monyetta, Crystal, and Sade have a great co-parenting relationship. In an interview with the Gloria Velez podcast, Neyo said, "It takes a village. Everybody understands that I am probably the one that's home the least of everybody, and everybody gets it." Hell, that got to do with anything. He went on to say the good relationship he had with all 3 women made things easier for him. As long as it's easy for you, right? He wants all of his children to look at all the mothers with respect. He said, "You will respect them, you know, that's your mama, or we say that's your extra mom." But how is he gonna teach them how to respect them if he didn't respect? You know what? Let me mind my business. While they're on good terms now, friction still arises every now and then because, according to Neyo, baby mamas and baby daddies have drama from time to time. But at the end of the day, it's always about what's best for the children. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching RRG.